you doing today, guys? Just wanted to talk to you briefly, about synthetic versus traditional Badger brushes. In this case, a silver tip. Let me talk about the Badger first. This is a Thader, one of the best Badger brushes I've ever used, by the way. And it retains heat well. It splays very easy, as you can see there. It's got a great handle. This is a $100+ brush, so this is a wonderful brush, and there's no question about it. However, this brush, which is the Muley synthetic, which is one of the more popular synthetic brushes, is also a great brush. It is different, however. And what you have to understand is synthetic silver tip brushes, or the silver tip fiber, are a little bouncy when you initially press. Once you press through that, you can see it splays. And it doesn't take a lot of pressure, just a little more than the Badger. So once you press through that springiness, it becomes a wonderful brush. At first, I didn't understand that about synthetics. Once I learned, just press through it, it becomes a wonderful brush and an affordable brush. This one, $100+. This one around 70, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So synthetic brushes now are really a viable option. In terms of performance, once you learn how to use them, they perform equally to the Badger, in my estimation. They may not retain as much water or heat, but in every other way, they're equal. They lather well, they do everything well, they dry quicker. So once you're finished using this brush, it will dry within a matter of, say, hours, whereas this one might take an entire day or more, depending on the size of the brush. I also wanted to talk to you about Edwin Jagger synthetic. So most people that are into synthetics use Mule, or maybe Plisson or Plisson, however you want to say that. But not a lot of people talk about Edwin Jagger. I want to give you an idea of these two brushes. And this one's maybe $10, $12 more than the Muley. Look at these two brushes. This is a monster brush. It has the same fiber as this brush. Look at that. Why people aren't talking more about this Edwin Jagger, I'm not sure. Everybody talks about this one. Not a lot of people talk about this one. And they're essentially the same in terms of the fiber. Only this one is a monster, and this one isn't. They perform the same. They're both great brushes. This one's just a tad bit more expensive. But look at the brush you get. So I encourage you to try a synthetic if you have not. Just understand that it's different. You have to press through that springiness. Don't expect it to feel exactly like this at first. But in terms of lathering, in terms of release of lather, it performs well. I'm here to tell you that these synthetic brushes are a viable option. If you snub your nose at them, it's really you're missing out, because these brushes are generally more affordable. They are, in fact, you can probably get a synthetic whipped dog brush for $30, or perhaps a little bit more, which is also a monster brush. These are affordable, they dry faster, they feel more durable to me. Now, I don't know that they are, but they do feel that way. So when everybody gets into the wet shaving, everybody says Badger, Badger, Badger. They ignore Boar and they ignore synthetic, and I'm here to tell you, you need to check out synthetic brushes and Boar. I could talk about Boar in another video, but don't simply go with Badger. Check out the other brushes, see what works for you, see what seems to feel well, and then go with it. So don't ignore these options, they're viable. And I want everybody to have a great day and have a great shave.